What's up, guys? It's Ryantium here, and today we are back in The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. And that's right, you guys, and no snap. Is it going to be an awesome freaking day? So guys, welcome back, and happy Monday. So, thank you everyone for sticking with me through my little, 1 week hiatus. It was quite nice to be able to do that, but you want to know the best part? The day I come back, they're planning to pave the road outside my window. And you know where they're starting? Outside my window. So if you start hearing things, or I suddenly disappear off of the commentary side of things, you'll probably know why, because there's a gigantic asphalt, eating machine outside my window. But yeah, so that's totally fun. So we left off here after we talked to Regis the higher vampire, and it was described to me down in the comment section that higher vampires are like nothing they're like nothing to look away from, I should say. They're kind of fucking crazy, if you ask me.
Sir, a letter for you, sir.
You have a letter for me, little boy?
Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
What, are you expecting a tip? Here's your tip.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be off surface again.
I hope so, too. Okay, what did the letter say, Geralt?
My dear Geralt.
I hope all is well. I imagine you hot on the trail of some nasty monster.
Oh, that's...
Or is it an overly
that's
complex
Shawnee.
curse this time? Oh, Geralt, I wish I knew for certain. Whatever is keeping you busy, perhaps you'll need a break. For those moments, I offer you this intriguing little mystery I happened on in an old manuscript I bought off a merchant from Nazaire. The tome's author claims a certain Professor Moreau once called Beauclair home, and this professor conducted research into Witcher mutations. I don't know much else, but I suspect that alone might pique your interest. The tome mentioned a journal interred with the scholar when he passed. It could very well lead you to his laboratory. I'm enclosing a map I found folded in the tome. It's
Or is that
smudged in a
Triss?
few places, but I hope it proves useful
It
anyway.
might be Triss, I have no idea.
Please be careful.
Oh, it is
and come
Triss,
back to
okay.
me quickly.
Oops.
Your Triss.
Sorry, honey. I've mistaken you for the other woman I slept with.
Mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Cool. Turn and face the strange. Interesting. Okay. Turn and face the strange. Do. I can't remember what the hell the name of that song is. I know it's from Shrek, though. It's from other things, obviously, but it's from Shrek. That's where I remember it. Okay, cool. So, La Cage à Fla. Meet Regis at that French word. I'm not going to try to pronounce these French words, man. I already have a hard enough time as it is pronouncing Swedish words, but French? I don't even know half the shit for French. But are we seeing just how beautiful this area is? Ooh, but wait a second. There is an anvil and there's a grindstone up here. We need to do that because we don't have the upgrade anymore. Because when we teleported to Beauclair, or this place, it kind of went away. So let's go in here and see if we can't find... Yeah, it looks like it's going to be upstairs. This is a cool armory. It's kind of dark in here, though. Like, damn. I just need Cat Eye to, come into this building. Alright, let's see. So, we'll use that. Your items have been enhanced. And this guy is the actual smith. So let's see. Do we have anything that I can sell to you?
Show me what...
I've probably got a couple things I can go ahead and drop off. No, it doesn't look like we've got a whole lot of anything. But I will go ahead and get rid of those. We don't really need them. Do I have enough money to repair my stuff? Barely. Oh, okay, now we're poor again. Wonderful. There we go. And then farewell.
Farewell.
Goodbye, my good sir. But now we just need the armor tempering bench. And it looks like it's now on the ground floor. Alright, so yeah, we'll go ahead and temper our armor as well, because I want to have those permanent upgrades. Is it in here? Yes, okay, it's right there. Perfect. Alright, now what I want to see is what exactly does that do? There should be a way to see my stats. Does it show me Total playtime 84 hours 23 minutes. Holy shit! 25% silver sword strong attack critical hit chance. I'm not sure if that's exactly one of our things, because there's a 25% on each of those. So perhaps increasing, doing that the grindstone as well as the tempered thing. I wonder, does it say anything in this stuff down here? Weapons. No. Okay, so it doesn't say anything there. Alright, well I wasn't sure if I could find any information on that. If anyone knows exactly what bonus you get from having your items be enhanced by the grindstone and all that stuff, do please let me know down there in the comment section. It's probably been said in the game before, it's just I don't have the memory of it. But okay, let's go talk to Regis, because I'm interested to see what he has to say and what he is going to talk to me about, so I'll meet you there. Oh, lovely. What a nice little place to meet my friend Regis. A cemetery.
Regis. Couldn't have picked some other place.
Wonderful. What's going on over here? Who are you, big guy? Oh, good, it's a ghoul. You know. He's just kind of chilling. Looked like he was sniffing that gravestone, but you know what? No sniffing the gravestone, you damn thing. Silly muffin. Alright, let's go see if Regis is in trouble. Do we need to go through this door? Knock.
Regis!
Open up, you fucking idiot.
Locked. No way I got the place wrong. This is it. Gotta be another way in around here.
There's probably a cave. Oh wait, there's a cave on the map. Duh. Oh, and of course it's a cave. He's a vampire. Is that racist to vampires? I don't know. What the heck is that? KIKIMORE? What the hell? What are you? KIKIMORE worker? Ow, 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 ow. Back me into a corner? You gonna let me even have a shot? Damn, you son of a bitch, you're ugly. KIKIMORE workers. At least we get monster carapace from them. Wonderful.
KIKIMORE's.
Oh, wonderful. So these are like those bugs that we fought before, the Era case, or the Erica workers and stuff like that. They're just gonna keep coming out of here, aren't they? They are literally coming out of the ground to kill me. Okay. KIKIMORE discharge. Ew. Why do they have to call it discharge? Gross. Alright, let's go see. Regis, how the hell did you get through all of these things, and then you just left them for me? You asshole vampire. Only taking care of yourself. There we go. Oh, nice. It looks like he's got a whole little shop set up down here. Scratch that. Nope, just a little bit terrifying. Oh, there's his little office.
Agreed to meet a vampire at a cemetery. How much more cliché can you get?
Nothing comes readily to mind.
Could have left the door unlatched.
What of my privacy? I value it rather deeply. Unmolested, especially by unwanted guests, that's my preferred state. Besides, I knew you'd find a way to get in.
True enough. Need to find your friend. I'm hoping you'll agree to help.
I shall do whatever's in my power. Yet what you want or even need must matter little. What matters is what Detlef wants. If he does not wish to be found, you will not find him. Ever. End of story.
Come on. Gotta be some way.
Vampires can evade detection by the senses, and no divination magic works on us. Even the most precise megascope would be useless.
And this? Could this help?
The hand.
Wherever did you get that?
Off one of the beast's victims, found by a bend in the river. Body was chopped in pieces. 3 of those pieces were hands. Hand with the ring seemed the odd one out. Bruxa had taken an interest in it.
Ooh, the smell of blood just made him like, ooh.
It's Detlef's hand, without a doubt. It will do splendidly.
Okay. What do you want to use the hand for? Something kinky?
The hand. What do you plan to do with it?
You've heard of Kovinaris' theory of tissue memory retention.
Rings a distant bell. Read about it in Alchemia Oblitera. There's a copy at KIKIMORE, tattered, nearly disintegrated. But if memory serves, Kovinaris never managed to prove it worked.
He did prove it, just never managed to publish his findings. He and I corresponded, you see, after we became friends. Thus, I know he completed his research and performed the first tests. It's complicated, so without delving into details, it is possible to use any piece of tissue to reconstruct what a whole body experienced.
How's it work? We need any special equipment?
We must brew a decoction which Kovinaris gave a rather poetic name, resonance. Once imbibed, it sends one into a trance similar to that induced by narcotics. This triggers visions of events linked to strong emotions experienced by the tissue's owner. Picture it as dreaming a fragment of someone's life.
Any chance we might see what Dettlaff was doing just before he lost his hand?
Indeed. Though I also hope resonance will reveal the location of Dettlaff's hideout.
Ring's pretty intriguing. Made of no metal I've ever seen. And the ornamentation.
It comes from our home, where we lived before the conjunction of spheres. It's actually mine. I received it from a dear old friend. You might call him a humanist. He saw us vampires as guests here, guests who owe their hosts, meaning you humans and the elder races, respect.
Respect? Meaning not to treat us like cattle to be slaughtered for food?
Precisely. And the reason why I in turn gave it to Dettlaff. To remind him of the ideals my old friend championed.
Can't you just summon Dettlaff? You're both hired vampires, there's gotta be a way.
If I'm to be entirely candid, there is indeed one. But believe me, we will be better off never availing ourselves of it. It is a last resort. Absolutely.
Last resort? The hell? Why?
There is a being who can summon Dettlaff. Possesses the authority, even the power, to force him to appear in a given place. But the very act of contacting this being, well, it's akin to walking a slack line extended over a chasm filled with molten lava. An exercise as perilous to me as it would be to you. A risk I'm unwilling to take. I beg you, let's do it my way. It will be both quicker and easier.
I mean, shit, it sounds like you're making a deal with the devil, which we've already...
Kovinaris spent half his life proving his theory. Wild guess. Making a dose of resonance won't be easy.
You guessed correctly. In addition to Dettlaff's tissue, we shall need a powerful occipital lobe stimulant. Effectively a poison, to make one susceptible to visions.
Well, got a few ingredients to choose from. Unfortunately, all are pretty rare. There's mamoon glands. The closest ones I know of are in Vizima. A spotted white saliva would also serve, but they were cold to extinction over a century ago. Could go with a kobold's eyes, but the creatures are sentient. Rather not gouge one's eyes out.
Given that we lack the time to sleuth this out ourselves, permit me to summon some help.
Yes, please, summon away, Regis. You lovely, glorious vampire, you. I kind of want to do that technique where he's forced to be summoned. Oh, what the heck? Was that thing in my back pocket just like squeezing my butt every time? Anytime it felt like it? Freaking Geralt. Yeah, I've got a severed hand in my back pocket. It kind of just, puts its finger up my butt every now and again. Oh, he's talking to a crow. Or a raven. Is this your friend, Regis? Are you gonna eat this crow? Suck its blood through its eyeballs? Okay, no, guess not. I wonder what he does for blood.
Rather a common sight at this latitude. Very intelligent fowl. I asked him to look for the creatures you mentioned. Him and his brethren. Perhaps they'll find one in the area, and I would hazard that a flock of ravens will spy any said creature faster than a solitary witcher would. With all due respect to your skills, my friend. It will take them some time, nonetheless, so perhaps you'd care for a snifter of mandrake.
Sure. I'll drink with you, buddy.
Rarely say no to a snifter.
Sadly, this is but a weak infusion rather than a proper distillate.
Even better. I remember your mandrake hooch. Made people say things they'd have rather kept to themselves.
Now, what could Geralt of Rivia prefer to keep to himself?
Well, let's see. Seems you chose to misunderstand. I don't want to talk. This is a setup trying to get me to confess something. Got a lot of secrets.
So, think you've set a nice little trap for me? Sorry. Want to get me to confess? Gonna have to try harder.
I love a challenge. In that case, my ears are cocked. What must I do?
How about you get the ball rolling? Reveal one of your secrets. Vampires, intriguing creatures, must lead fascinating lives.
Anything in particular interest you?
What doesn't interest me? Oh my god. What's it like being dead? How are you handling abstinence, not drinking blood? That's what I want to know.
Got a new life, new body. That give you a new start? Blank slate?
Starting all anew is a very broad concept. What exactly do you mean?
Your blood addiction, say. Wondering if your body's the same, if it still remembers. Maybe if you drank now, you wouldn't get hooked.
All addictions are a form of slavery. Re-addiction's not a risk I'm willing to take, just to test a hypothesis about corporeal regeneration and whether propensities carry over.
Fair enough. Curiosity, that's all. Sorry.
Not to worry, Geralt. Curiosity is a natural reaction under the circumstances, apart from which I've always valued that trait in you.
Alright, let's see what else we got. Where have you been? What have you been doing?
Curious what you did after you were reborn.
As I'm sure you can surmise, at first I was thoroughly absorbed with recovering. As it is, I've still not recovered completely. Yet I was so weak the first year that I could not stand or move on my own. Detlef bore my weakness bravely, showed great patience. If not for him, I wouldn't be here, and I'd have regenerated far slower. Once I could at last stand unassisted, I set off for Bruges, for my one-time home of Dillingen. There I led the peaceful life of a rural healer and surgeon, enjoying my neighbours' respect and, in fact, constituting the exact opposite of the monstrous vampire the populace imagines.
Bruges, you say? Rebirth make you sentimental?
Perhaps a dash. But what of you? Where have you been? Ever find your Cyrilla?
Yes, in fact.
Back then, yeah. But we parted again soon after. And when the time was ripe, she came back. Defeated the Wild Hunt together.
Ooh. Seemed I certainly missed quite a bit while I was absent.
True enough. But it's a conversation we'll have another time. Need to know more about you now.
Alright, let's see. What's it like being dead?
Gotta ask you the big question. One everyone wonders about. What happens after death?
You wish me to tell you if the human belief in the gods is well founded? Well, that I do not know. We vampires differ exceedingly from you humans. Our matter, that of which we are composed, can exist without form. We require neither a heart, nor a brain, nor air to breathe.
But were you dead?
As humans understand death, yes.
Feel anything? Understand anything?
It's rather hard to explain. I felt something very unsettling. Something I cannot even name, for I did no reasoning. Only after rebirth did I begin to understand that what I had felt was cold and unimaginable fear. If not for Detlef, I might have drowned in an eternity of icy terror.
That's terrifying.
Can't have been alive then. Sheesh, experience like that must be vicious.
Indeed, it's hard to compare to anything I know. Yet you are aware we don't see death as you do. The way you cling to life, we find it entirely peculiar. You are mortals, ergo it's a foregone conclusion. You will die. It's but a question of time. Thus, I often find myself wondering why you try so very hard. To die at 20 years, 40, even 100, what's the difference? They're all but the blink of an eye.
Depends on your point of view. Man who's got 1,000,000 crowns to spend can't possibly understand one who's only got 20.
Very true. One's outlook can indeed change much.
That is true. And last but not least, what's the regeneration like?
Always fascinated me the way vampires can regenerate. A hand growing back is one thing, but Detlef recreating you out of a wet smear? Something else entirely.
A difficult and laborious process, but one that's possible, as my presence proves. But I've heard you too had quite the adventure. They say you lost your memory.
for a bit, but Triss helped me get it back. Actually, pretty damn lucky I only had amnesia.
Yes, you humans are rather buggered in those terms. To strip you of life is, well, it's just plain easy. I've always pitied you in that regard. We vampires are much harder nuts to crack. If a member of another race kills one of us, we can be reborn with a living higher vampire's help. However, if one of our own strikes the deadly blow, death is permanent. There can be no rebirth. One of the chief reasons why vampires long ago swore never to fight one another.
Whoa. Okay.
All right, give you one question. What do you want to know?
One question to ask one as fascinating as you, Geralt. Cruel parsimony, I'd say, but I shall do my best to make it count. If you were to die and be reborn as I was, in your new life, would you choose to be a witcher?
Whoa. Yeah, I'd be a witcher, prefer to be someone else. Prefer to be someone else.
That's what interests you most? Whether I'd like to be a witcher again?
Many things interest me, but we've not much time left. Please answer.
Never chose to be a witcher. Fate chose for me. Had it been my choice, I'd have picked a different profession. A profession where I wouldn't have to risk my life every minute of every day. Maybe even one that'd earn me some respect.
Thank you for being honest. Honesty is an attribute of the truly brave, and thus a privilege of the very few.
Still no sign of your winged friend. Sure it understood what you wanted?
Dead certain. Let's wait a bit longer. It'll return soon, don't doubt that for a moment.
Oh, I like this. It's cool to just let, Geralt sit down and have a drink with an old friend. A very old friend.
Ever vigilant, even in his sleep. Quite vampire-like, in fact. Are you absolutely certain they don't administer a few of our genes during the trial of the grasses?
Not as far as I know. Appreciate the compliment.
Appreciate the compliment. Got something for me?
You were right. No kobolds or mamoons for miles around.
Knew it.
Allow me to finish. You see, there's this spotted white. It haunts an abandoned residence in the Caraberta woods.
Impossible. My brethren hunted down every last spotted white before I was born.
Then it seems you must revise your knowledge of spotted whites. For somehow this one managed to survive your brethren's onslaught. It seems I know this home it haunts. Recall a tale about it. Locals believe the place cursed. Perhaps that's how the white survived entirely unmolested.
He uses that word way too easily.
Know anything else about this curse?
I don't recall much in particular. Really don't attach much importance to such things. It was mentioned to me as an anecdote, no more.
Come on, search your memory. Something, anything could be important.
I believe it had a relation to hunger, or, perhaps greed, rapacity. Someone was punished for something...
Textbook definition of a curse, pretty much.
Sorry, Geralt, I try not to clutter my mind with the details of every far-fetched tale I happen to hear. What are your thoughts?
A specimen of a species thought long extinct, and a curse in one place. That a coincidence, or are they related?
Ah, professional curiosity. Personally, I've nothing against you delving into this dilemma, but please remember we need the whites' saliva. Nothing beyond that.
Okay.
Whites rarely appear in the woods, even less likely to find them in abandoned human homes. They inhabit remote wildernesses, old abandoned cemeteries.
What's your point?
This might not be a spotted white after all. Your little helper might have made a mistake.
I sincerely doubt it. Ravens are devilishly intelligent creatures, and they've highly developed observational skills.
What exactly did they observe?
The area around the estate, it's covered in spoons.
Spoons?
Spare me the skeptical smile. I'm but the bearer of this news. Or perhaps this spotted white is a hoarder. or the spoons are somehow related to the curse.
Time to visit the White.
Let's do this. Start making your decoction while I go get some saliva from that White. Uses it in its brews.
Do you imagine the White will simply sell you some?
Worst case scenario, I'll bring you its salivary glands. They ought to do as well.
For a moment there, I imagined you asking the White to spit into a vial. Quite amusing as a thought, but the salivary glands will do fine indeed.
Perfect.
So, see you later.
Yes, till later. I shall start by perusing some tomes.
Tomes? Thought you were gonna make this decoction.
We require one last ingredient. Alas, obtaining it could prove a trifle toilsome. Thus, I hope to identify a suitable alternative.
All right. Good luck.
And to you, my friend.
Bye, Regis. Why walk anywhere where you can just kind of apparate out of nowhere? Alright, read the bestiary to learn more about spotted whites. We shall do that in the next episode. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's good to be back. Glad to be back. And hopefully you guys are ready for some more awesome Witcher stuff. So, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.